Flaco, why you doing this?
Woo! Dude, fuck a warm-up. Let's just come in hot. Fuck the warm-up
about a fucking warm-up.
Well, usually we have warm-up conversations that I
yeah.
cut, but this time, dude, Daddy's feeling hot. We're just gonna... Woo! Jump what? Where you pointing?
Door.
Close it?
Yeah.
It is closed.
No, it's not. Maybe
Is it? You retarded?
I see, dude. There's a blatant gap in the door. It's very.
Well, Michael, that's with every door. You know.
No, but every door I've seen doesn't have like a fucking half-inch gap between the door and the door frame where you can see that much light. I believe you now.
Oh.
Does it look like there's a lot of light coming out of that top?
Yeah, some looks fucky here because that's dark and then it goes light again.
I think the door's warped.
Yeah, but who cares, you know?
No, I was just kind of observing it.
Dude, it's been a fucking minute since we recorded.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I was waiting for this since fucking Monday. That's 4 days ago.
Guess what we learned? We learned we can't really stockpile podcast episodes because you know who wants to listen to Christmas stories
in July,
in mid-January and July?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, we kind of had to empty the backlog.
Yeah, and we haven't recorded since we've been emptying the backlog since the day after Christmas, I think.
Yeah, it was day after Christmas was the last time we recorded. But I mean, we also had some personal reasons.
Yeah, but here we are.
Yeah, we're back.
I got my bottle of wine.
Yeah. I got my tangerine mango water. That sounds like a death whistle.
Yeah, you gotta drink some more, I think, before it's gonna kick in.
Anyways. Dude, I've been so excited to record this podcast that I've been like talking to myself in the car. Like on my way back from work. I was just like, you know what, this could be a cool topic. So I run with it.
Yeah.
And see how long I can go. It's like a test to myself.
I do the same thing.
But it's like, oh, this would be a cool thing.
It kind of fucked up my meditation today because it's literally all I could think of. It was like, I do the same thing where I think of things to say during the podcast. And I think that's just because we're new at doing it. I think there's going to be a point where we just fucking...
Just go.
But I can't help but like, not constantly be thinking of topics, but like, ooh, that would be cool to talk about.
Yep.
And most of that shit comes from my reading. Reading and TikTok is where a lot of cool shit, it's like, oh, I really want to talk about this, comes from. And I think what we should do, I don't know that we should have a whole ass segment. Hey, welcome to...
Like an agenda sort of deal?
Yeah, but I like The Fighter and the Kid. And if you listen to The Fighter and Kid, you probably make some connections between my fucking lingo and The Fighter and the Kid's lingo. But they do like current events where they go through and just talk about shit that's happening. And something I thought we could do is something like that, but just interesting TikToks that you've come across during the times we record. Yeah. Because I find some fucking crazy ass interesting TikToks.
See, when I started coming up with ideas, I was like, okay, what happened to me yesterday that I could talk about for a little bit? And one of those was I had a fucking crazy vivid dream last night, and I wasn't even trying for it this time. And I was like, oh, this could be something I could go, because then we could talk about, you know, like vivid dreams, the vivid dream section of it.
Are you still trying to have vivid dreams?
Not at the moment, no. But
when'd you stop?
When my
stomach... tell them what you do to get these vivid because this is stupid, but go for it.
It's stupid?
Yeah, dude. I'm not waking up at 4 o'clock just to fucking have a dream, you know? And then not remember it when I wake up.
You don't remember it?
No.
I do.
I mean, I haven't dreamt since fucking July, but...
You also don't need to wake up at 4 o'clock.
Well, tell them what you do to have vivid dreams.
So the way that I do it, the way that I trigger vivid dreams is the morning before. This is me and this is what I've made work. The night before, I'll focus on something that I would want to dream about so I can like capture a setting, because I can't control my setting of the dream. I can only control what actions I do in the dream.
Already, that's just so much effort. Like, you gotta plan, you gotta prepare for it the day before. Like, okay, I want to dream about
No.
this.
It's like the night before you fall asleep. Like, when you're laying in bed, do like your meditation thing, but just like focus on one aspect of it and just take it.
I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I see. I'm going to sleep to wake up, though.
Okay, well.
But proceed.
Anyways, I trained myself to, like, how do I put this? I trained my conscious body. Is it conscious or self-conscious in the dream? My air quotes body in the dream to recognize it's in a dream.
I will say this is so much effort, but it's interesting as fuck to me, like how this works.
Yeah. I like it because, one, it's a very good stress reliever because you can overcome fears by doing it in a dream. You can... I mean, there's a shit ton of science on it. I don't really, like, focus that much into, like, the mental side of it. I just kind of do it because I like to see what kind of shit I come up with. Because my mind, to me, is so interesting. So I just try to make my mind paint the picture, and then I take control and just spectate. That's what I do with vivid dreams. I'm not like controlling it. Like, I'm not just controlling a situation in my head when I'm dreaming.
You know you're dreaming, but you're just watching it happen.
Sort of. But sometimes I'll interfere when there's like maybe something scary. So I don't.
You gotta step in. Whoa.
Yeah. But I mean, how many fucking nightmares have you had that you wish you could probably say, oh,
everyone. Yeah. There's not one nightmare I have where I know I'm dreaming.
See, and with that, I can control it and say, all right, well, I think this is going towards a nightmare path. How about I not do that and not wake up scared as shit?
So tell them how your strategy. So if anyone wants to try to know that they're in a dream,
if you're wanting to do this, the way you can like remind your body in your dream to feel like it's in a dream, to check if you're in a dream, is there's two methods that I did. One, just counting your fingers, because a lot of times in your dreams you'll have more or less fingers.
So you'll be like, okay, I need to count my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm in a dream.
So like every hour you would look down, just count your fingers. It'd take 2 seconds, and then you just continue what you do. And then every hour you just repeatedly do that until you can.
It's a habit.
Yeah, you make it a habit. So when you see it in the dream, and you count 9 digits or 11 digits, you know that, all right, this is a dream. It's not 10.
Right.
But the other method that I had more success with this one, is like tying a rubber band or a bracelet around you with some elasticity and pull it every now and then and let it hit you so you feel a little bit of pain, because you can't feel anything in a dream either.
So you'll do it. So throughout the day when you're awake, you'll snap it.
Yeah, you just snap your band.
Like, oh, I feel this pain that's happening.
That's it.
And then when you're in a dream, you snap it, you won't feel the pain, and you're like, oh, this is a dream.
Yeah.
That's fucking fascinating to me. It's so much effort, but it's
really cool. And I think once you get it, it's a routine. It's not really like a efforts thing. You're not putting in any effort just to fucking fiddle with your bracelet. You're not putting any... Like, I mean, do you just go to bed and not think about anything?
Usually I fall asleep to music.
I mean, that'll work too. I've done that too. Is I'll fall asleep to certain genres of music and I'll just kind of go into a setting I like. The thing before you go to bed is like optional, so to say, because that's just me picking what I want to go into. Like, say I want to go into like a I don't know, like an ocean or something. I'll listen to like ocean wave sounds at night. They kind of put me in that atmosphere, so my brain's like, oh, this is kind of cool. Let's just go visit some memories there or something. But it's not like I'm forcing myself to do it.
Right. It's fucking crazy that dreams are just seen as normal.
That is true too.
Hey man, what is going, like, you can vividly live and be doing something else, like your brain is living a different
Life. It is.
life or perspective while your body is just completely shut down.
Your mind is
And it's just
so
normal.
wild. Yeah, I know. It's just like, all right, everybody has these these random visions at night. Everybody has these random visions, dude.
And it's just normal.
Yep,
it's
just fine.
It's not like you
nobody,
hit your head and it happens. It just happens.
Yeah,
normal.
it's like nobody takes it seriously either. So it's like, oh, it's just a dream. Cool. Don't think of anything of it. Don't act on it. Like if it's a really cool thing, like if it's like you're making a product of something and it goes absolutely bonkers in the world, like it's that type of dream or something, you're not gonna wake up and be like, all right, I'm gonna try to build that today. Mm-hmm. It's more like, oh, that just kind of what I was thinking about yesterday, and that's it.
I'm more scared to like try doing what you're doing because I feel like naturally I just have shitty dreams. Bad dreams. I never have,
and I don't
want to say
that.
Never have, but 90% of my dreams will be nightmares.
Which I don't understand, because you're not even having like bad experiences at all.
Mm-mm.
You're just strictly having bad dreams.
And a lot of the common themes in my nightmares are the sense of me being absolutely helpless. And usually that means me going somewhere to a concert, school, and someone shooting the place up, and I'm just completely helpless.
Really?
And just can't do anything about it.
Okay, so that's your nightmare, but this also reminds me of, did you ever have those situational like thoughts of when you're like in school or in church where you're like, okay, if somebody broke in right now, what would I do and how would I fuck them up?
Yeah, and
because I always had those. It'd be like, all right, if somebody just, this is one that I thought about in church a lot. It's like, what if some badass just started rappelling like Rainbow Six Siege type style, just right at the window to my left? What the fuck would I do? Because I look over and I just fucking deck his ass and he just dropped. I was like, all right, that's kind of cool.
I don't think I really have those. Well,
I always
maybe I do. In church though, it wasn't more of what would happen if someone came in here and started fucking shit up. It would be like, damn, I wonder how many people it would kill if that big ass chandelier just fell.
Really?
Yeah. Like, man, I wonder how many people that would take out. It's just like stuff like that. Not like
I feel like that's weird because I've heard people thinking of what I'm thinking, but I've never heard somebody.
Yeah, it's not till it comes to the dreams where shit starts getting shot up by people.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it's not like I don't have really dreams anymore because CBD and THC kind of blocks that.
It does. So is alcohol.
So I don't know where the place is being shot up just comes from. I have been like a lot of the.
Is that a weed thing?
What?
Nightmares. Is that like a?
I know when you stop THC or CBD.
Well, yeah, I read about that.
Your dreams are more vivid, but I don't know if they're always supposed to be bad.
Because when you drink alcohol or consume THC, your brain receptors are blocked in a certain area. I don't know which one, so don't quote me on this. But they get blocked, and when you stop, they release, and it's just a flood of dreams. Very vivid dreams. Very vivid dreams. Mm-hmm. And when you don't have control of something like that,
it's rough.
What are you gonna do? You're just gonna go back to smoking or drinking to block it again.
Right. That's a major hurdle in quitting fucking marijuana. Is me knowing once I quit, I'm gonna have such a rough.
You're gonna have 3 weeks of nightmares.
Not only nightmares, vivid nightmares, where I'm moving and I wake up sweaty and shit. Ooh. that's I will say it's always fascinated me, those types of situations where it's just mayhem. Like, for example, things like I've been reading a lot about Hitler and World War II. It's just fascinating to me how evil can just prevail at a such an extent. Like, I always think of like the US government as probably the most powerful entity in the world.
Yeah.
There may be new world orders that controls the US government that we just don't know about, but publicly the US government is the most powerful entity on this planet, right?
Yeah.
And so when people are able to outsmart that entity with crime and like not overcome it, but or even when that entity it just fucks up and they mess up, it's just so interesting to me.
Really?
Things like that's why I like crime TV series, because it's like, wow, these group of criminals outsmarted this fucking superior powerful ass entity. And not that I enjoy that they do that, but it's just interesting to me.
Like how they do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like for example, I've been reading this book on the Columbine shooting recently. It's always been something that's pretty interesting to me because my dad always talked about it, because we lived probably 20 minutes away from it when it happened. I was only like a year old, but he'd always tell me stories about, this high school over here got shot up, and he'd tell me the stories.
You were 1 at the time, right?
I was 1. I think it went down on your birthday.
It was it was on my birthday.
April 20th, 1999.
It was a year before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Like exactly a year before I was born, and you were 1.
But
you were 4 blocks away from it.
Somewhere in
you were really
Columbine
close.
Is not. It's considered, I think, technically Littleton, but it's a little. It's probably like from here to Grandma Thumble's, I'd imagine.
So 15
minutes away.
Yeah, 15-ish.
But he'd always tell me stories about it, and until I started reading this book on it, I never knew how intricate their like plan was, and how much it fucked up the local police department and local SWAT team. It is crazy to me that these 2 dumbass kids, 16, 17, 18 years old, somewhere in that range, can completely combobulate the city of Denver's police department and the FBI,
who are way older and probably 10 years of employment type guys,
right? And so I'm reading this book, and it's just their plan is so, I didn't realize how gruesome it was. Like I don't know their motivation because I haven't finished the book, but I know they grew up during the Waco, I don't know if it's Waco or Waco, Texas incident, which what happened in 1993, I think, where some religious cult was in this compound, and the FBI had a kind of a standoff with this cult leader who had, I think, 80 or something people inside. But the 80 people inside were, I believe, with the cult leader. So I don't remember. I watched a TV show on it, but I don't remember why the conflict was a conflict. But they had like an 80-day, 50-day, something like that standoff. And it's known as like one of the FBI's most biggest blunders, because the FBI went in, they accidentally lit the building on fire, and like all 80 something people in there were burned to death. But and I forgot what the leader's name was, but one of their motivations was like, I want to outdo this cult leader who was not responsible, but was involved in a situation that took out 85 people. And they were making this plan up to just simply kill as many people as they possibly could. And their idea of doing this was to create a distraction. So they made bombs out of propane tanks.
Yep.
and their plan was to put one of these propane tank bombs in this park so many miles in the opposite direction. And so when that went off, all the cops would go there. And then they were going to plant bombs in the cafeteria during the most popular lunchtime. Yeah. And they put these bombs, they placed them by the pillars of the cafeteria. And I believe the library was above the cafeteria. And it was also popping around that time. So their idea was blow the pillars up,
drop it,
kill all the people inside the lunchroom, drop the library on top, kill all those people. While those bombs are off, we're going to be out by our cars in strategic positions. So when people start running out of the school building, we have everything. We're just going to fire on the entrance to all these people trying to escape. Then we're going to leave bombs in our cars. They place their cars in specific locations where they think the cops would like set up perimeters.
Yeah.
So they left bombs in their car. They geared up. They went inside. This was their plan. This is not what happened. They went inside. Their plan was to start taking out more people. And then once the cops arrived, they were trying to time the bombs. So they blew up the barricade. And their goal was like 2,000, I think, people in total.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna outdo this Waco, Texas incident. But yeah, the bombs never went off. They went in, and I'm still learning on what actually happened, but it's just crazy interesting.
I saw a documentary, part of a documentary on TV one time. But yeah, like the cafeteria never went down.
I don't think I think the only bomb that went off was the distraction, and it didn't really go off. Like the propane didn't explode; it just caught fire.
Yeah. Yeah, their distractions. They probably could have gone a better route. I mean, not.
Yeah, for their plan, they could have executed.
If think about that though, if the bomb properly went off, you know how many more people probably would have got.
It's terrifying. So yeah, those situations are terrifying to me. I think that's my biggest fear, is being in one of those situations, but they're so interesting to me. And something else I didn't know was, the bombing in Oklahoma?
Yeah, the more recent one?
No, it was
what was that one?
It was before Columbine. It had something to do with Columbine? The Waco, Texas.
I don't remember that one.
I think someone from the cult, as a retaliation to the FBI killing all these people, blew up. I think it was
it a police department?
I don't remember.
I may have read this somewhere, because now I kind of remember something faintly like that happening.
But I think the Oklahoma bombing killed over 100 people, and that was another mark that these two kids, Eric and Dylan, wanted to overcome.
Yeah. Maybe
scary shit, man.
Well, if you're kind of into that shit, do the Boston one.
Yeah, there's a lot. I need to make a book list, dude.
I need to fucking read again. I told you this the other day. I'm really happy that you're reading.
That makes me feel very warm inside.
Because it's such a good habit to have, and I'm happy for you because I physically can't. But something I want to try this year is having a challenge every month, and I'm just going nuts on that every month.
What do you mean?
So my plan was, for the month of February, I was going to do meal preps for the entire month and see if I can, one, kind of carry it into March, but two, just prove to myself that I can do it for a month. But then March, I'll try running, because I kind of, after running that day, I kind of want to do running again. but build up my stamina. Not that was terrible.
Yeah, the day you
I ran interval ran. Like, I ran a little bit, then I walked a little bit, then I ran a little bit. I did it probably 2 miles.
Yeah, so Michael had cardio day.
Yeah, I had cardio day, Thursday? So not yesterday. So a week ago. Let's just say a week ago I had cardio day. And it was nice outside. It was like 47 or something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go run outside today. Because it's like, all right, it's
nice out.
It is. And I was, in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, the sun's not going down till like 7 or 8 because the weather was so nice. I was like, all right, it's like spring or summertime.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in the fucking middle of winter.
Right.
The sun goes down at goddamn 5:30. So it just got really cold.
When it goes, I've noticed this when I'm delivering packages. It goes from
flips a switch
here to here within 10 minutes. I'm like, oh my god.
Flips a switch.
I'll be like sweating, wearing a t-shirt, and then all of a sudden I'm like, fucking freezing as shit, and gotta put on my jacket.
But anyways, yeah, I kind of stranded myself because I ran too far without turning around.
Michael had summit fever.
Yeah, I did. I did have summit fever. If you remember from fucking episode 1, I had summit fever. I was like, you know what? I have a destination I'm gonna run to. I ran to it. I got there, and luckily I could get rescued because I was not making it back. I spent 80% of my energy getting there and 20% getting back, and I only got about a block. So
I forgot what I was doing, but I just got off PS4 and I look at my phone and I see a snap from Michael, and I knew he was doing cardio day, like out running, and I look and he says, hey, no rush, but I'm gonna need a rescue.
Yep.
Like, what does that mean, dude? Like, the first thing that came to mind was like, okay, did you break an ankle or something?
Nah.
If that's the case, why are you calling me and not the police, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, he just probably
ran out of energy.
Ran too far and can't run back. He's like...
Well, the other thing was I was also in shorts and short sleeves, so I kind of screwed myself.
Yeah.
Plus, it was the first time I ran in a long time.
Like, where you at, Michael? He's like, I'm at the Price Drive.
Yeah.
Roll up and he's just chilling.
It's like...
Hey, thanks for picking me up, man. I'm like, yeah. No,
it's like, I owe you, dude.
No problem, dog.
Yeah, that was, I enjoyed it, but, yeah, I kind of strained myself.
Yeah, running on treadmills gets pretty fucking boring.
Yeah.
I definitely like running
outside.
Yeah.
I would... See, and that's what I kind of want to do is because I want to try to build up my stamina anyways. Because when we played basketball that one time,
oh, dude,
we got, maybe 4 points in, 2 points each, and we were dead.
Yeah, we played one-on-one basketball.
We were dead. I thought I was going to annihilate you.
I went in that one-on-one thinking, I'm going to run his shit, dude.
I was like, I didn't... Because you probably thought you were quick and agile compared to me, and I was like, I'm just going to fucking run it in the middle every time.
Like, back me into the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I got more stamina than this kid. I'm just going to fucking run his shit. It's going to be 21-3.
Yeah.
The score is 2-2, and I'm like...
Yeah, we're both out of it.
God damn it, dude.
We're both out of it. It ended up being a close game, though.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how close it was.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was going to run your shit.
Really?
Yeah. I was confident in myself.
I was confident because I feel like I'm better at basketball.
You are better at basketball, but I was very confident for some reason.
Yes, it's two different animals. One like
it's like a cheetah going up an elephant,
but
it's like
being in shape, like with muscles, is a whole different ball game than cardio and
being agile,
being in shape, like being able to run up and down a basketball court constantly. Yeah, different fucking ball game.
What are you thinking? Like a track star versus a lineman sort of deal. That's kind of like what we are.
Yeah, and we've been in the gym every day since August?
I'm surprised we haven't built any. I mean, I guess we haven't been running a lot.
I was like, damn, I'm probably in the best shape of my life. But I was lifting weights, and I walk on the basketball court, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah.
You know?
We just did.
Why am I out of breath? And the score is 2-2.
We did so much strength training that we just completely neglected how important cardio. I mean, we did cardio two times a week.
Yeah.
But even then,
running on a treadmill is a different ball game than a pickup basketball game. That's probably the most. Besides water polo, I'd imagine basketball takes the most energy to play.
You like soccer?
No, because I think the difference between soccer and basketball, soccer, if you're on defense, you got like your certain spot on the field.
I see what you mean.
And if it's down towards the goal, you kind of chill out. With basketball, it's 5-on-5. You play offense every possession. You play defense every possession. Yeah.
That was a dumb decision or dumb statement, but
water polo is fucking. Swimming, dude.
My cousin played water polo in college.
Oh my god!
I couldn't, dude.
You want to fucking work out? Swim in a pool.
Dude.
Oh my god.
That's the worst because you be exhaling, inhale, like you be going, no, you're heavy breathing, and then all of a sudden you just get dunked because the ball goes over your head. And then you just gotta hold your breath after you're fucking out of breath and shit. I couldn't. Even the goalies get abused.
Yeah, dude. Shit is difficult. Because they play water polo, they're not touching the ground with their feet. They're just constantly swimming.
They're just treading
and
water.
Throwing balls.
That's
ridiculous.
That's nuts.
Ridiculous.
I kind of want to try racquetball. I remember racquetball being really fun.
Yeah, I think I could get into racquetball. I that's why I liked baseball so much, because it's just the feeling of just like catching a little ball and just whipping it back. I used to, when I was little, we used to have a retaining wall, and it was like a rough retaining wall. So I'd sit there and I'd throw a tennis ball at it, and because it was rough, it would go different directions. And I'd play like reflex. Fucking MLB, like not MLB games, but in my head I'd keep track of like Team A versus Team B. And I'd like field it. And, yeah, it was fun as fuck.
Yeah, they have, because I remember doing similar thing when I was like playing baseball and like little league and t-ball and shit like that. Just kind of getting your reflexes up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember when Bradley started playing baseball, my youngest brother, who's 5 years younger than me, he came home with like this like you know what a jack is? Like jacks, like the little metal spike things.
Yeah.
It looked like a jack, but it was all rubber and like puffy. So when he threw it at the ground, it hit an angle weird and shoot off, so you'd have to react to it. Which I was like, all right, well, that could have been so useful instead of throwing a ball around.
Was it like a baseball size?
Yeah, it was baseball size.
Yeah.
So like you could use with your glove.
I think I'd get in a racquetball, because it's kind of like fielding baseball, where you gotta like catch a little ball.
Yeah.
Fling it.
Dude.
There's a lot of sports I want to try.
Racquetball is so satisfying, dude. That noise when you hit it, just ding ding. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of shit I want to do this summer. I'm kind of done with winter, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Michael was complaining. Were you like when you say it's
No,
December and it's 70 degrees? Were you complaining?
No, I was just in awe. I was totally in awe because this has never happened to us.
Yeah.
It's not. I wasn't complaining that it was that nice. I was like, there was. I remember a day it was like 73 in December, and I was like, oh, dude, this feels nice. I wish it was like this year round.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
But you said you couldn't do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm done with winter.
I need the season change. I love winter, but it does get to the point around March, even April. It's like, okay, what are we doing here?
Really?
Like, if it's still cold in March and April, I'm like, all right, I'm done with winter. But I thoroughly enjoy
like February for me, dude.
I thoroughly enjoy winter. There's something about going outside and just being so fucking cold. It's kind of like refreshing to me.
I know what that feeling is, but it's just like, eh.
Like when we were in Rocky Mountain National Park. Was it cold? Yeah, it was.
It was snowing, but it was really windy. That's what most of the chill came from.
It's just refreshing. Maybe it's just the thin air, but something about cold makes the air feel cleaner to me. Like if it's hot and humid, I'm like,
it is like a dirty feeling.
That's the worst feeling. Have you ever been on a
humidity is the worst.
Have you ever been on a plane?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Colorado.
And you came back to Kansas on the plane?
St. Louis, yeah.
I remember. It was I don't remember. I think the year was 2010. I was little, but we our family flew to Colorado, and then we spent like a week in Colorado, so our lungs kind of got adjusted to the thin air. Yeah. And then we're in the plane, which is pressurized, and we step out of the plane. After a week of breathing Colorado air, and I was not panicking, but like, dude, this is hard. It's hard. It's hard to breathe.
Yeah,
the air is so thick.
And I think that's just part of you being from Colorado. I do.
You think being born somewhere?
Yeah, because I was born in southern Missouri and I was used to the humidity. I mean, I still hate humidity, but I feel like I'm more used to the humidity than you are.
You think, like me being born in Colorado and living there, like
for the amount of time, how long did you live there? 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah,
But I've been here most of my life. You think like being born in thin air kind of conditions your lungs or something?
Yeah. Because when you're a baby, that's when you develop the most. Right?
I don't know.
Is where you.
I know if you're born on Mars, you're gonna have some fucked up bones.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you were born in thin air versus thick air, would your lungs adapt to the thin air and grow up with the thin air a little bit as a child? Versus when you were. Yeah, I'm just kind of spitballing.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, when I go back there and hike mountains,
yeah,
I can't breathe. Like it still like takes me a little time to
adjust to it,
acclimate to it.
I mean, I feel like it has something to do with it. Maybe not a crazy effect, but I feel like it is.
I've never been. I don't know what altitude sickness is. I don't think I've ever felt that before.
Altitude sickness?
Yeah. I've never understood that. Is that just you not being able to breathe?
No.
Or is that you physically feeling like you're going to throw up?
I think it's just more you get nauseous. Like, you just get nauseous. And then just... Because of lower pressure, well... You get lower pressure. Even though the cabin's pressurized, you get lower pressure going up, right?
The plane?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just because your stomach is not used to... You know what I mean? I don't... Because I don't know the science behind that, but I do know if you go scuba diving, you can't fly in a plane for a certain amount of time.
I didn't know that.
Really? Because you'll explode.
How?
Because you go from such a low pressure to a high, or you go from such a high pressure to a low pressure. Your cells just kind of.
Oh, what a way to go out that would be.
It's kind of like opening your mask in space, sort of deal. But on a very on Earth, it's a minor case.
What a way to go out.
But yeah.
You want to know another way to go out? This is a book I read fucking a while ago. It's called Deaths in Rocky Mountain National Park.
You actually read that book?
I didn't finish it because it got so repetitive and a little depressing after a while. But listen to this. What a way to go out this would be, dude. This lady was hiking on a mountain and she slipped. I forgot why she slipped. Maybe she rolled an ankle, but she fell down like a hill. In the process of falling down the hill, I think she broke her neck or back or something of that matter. So once she stopped moving, she was paralyzed and she couldn't.
She couldn't respond to help herself out.
Yeah, she couldn't move. But the fucking kicker was that when she stopped moving, she was in the middle of, I don't know how big the stream was. I don't think it was like a stream of water big enough to cover her body. I think it was just
it was just hitting
a little stream that happens when snow melts down the mountain.
You just have a little bit of runoff coming out.
So it's probably just not even covering her stomach. It's probably just running along her back.
It's probably 5 inches of water maybe?
Yeah, right. And if you never been in a stream straight off the mountain,
it's ice cold. That's a lot of effort.
Shit's cold. Shit is very cold, right?
Yeah.
Shit's freezing. But anyway, she's paralyzed in this stream that's freezing. She can't move, obviously. And I guess when your back or neck's broken, you can't move somebody because it might fuck them up even more.
Yeah.
And she was with people. So it's not like she was by herself and calling for help. She was with people, but the people couldn't move her from the stream, right? And I believe she died of hypothermia from just the cold of the water running in her back from just not being able to move.
And
what a way to go out.
That's nuts.
That's terrible. What a way to go out.
Now imagine if she was the other way around. Imagine if she was face down in the river and she drowned. Yeah. It only takes 3 inches to drown a person.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Don't ask me how I know it, but I do.
Would you rather die from freezing or being too hot?
I'd rather freeze to death.
I think so too.
Burning to death is such a
not fire burning, just
Heat exhaustion.
Heat exhaustion.
But you just pass out, and then it's over. But I'd still be frozen to death.
I think I would too. I feel like there's more. Well, is there more pain in?
No, because you go numb. Well, I feel like either way you're going out, you're hitting a wall, and then you won't feel anything.
Yeah.
Because when you get like so overheated, you just kind of pass out, and then after that, your body just shuts down.
And if you're
cold, you just kind of go numb.
I think when you overheat, you get some. Maybe I want to die from heat exhaustion because I think you get some. Hallucinations.
Really?
Before you go out from heat exhaustion.
But I also heard that you get very sick.
Like throwing up.
And you throw up shit. You throw up.
I don't know. It does hurt. Like, if your fingers are ever cold, it fucking hurts for a while.
Yeah, but I feel like you hit a point and it's over. Versus... Yeah, I mean, I guess you're either taking the icy fingertips or you're taking vomiting for a couple of days.
Yeah, I don't want either of those. How do you want to go out?
Old age. I'm
not dying in a bed. I refuse.
Oh, no. If I end up in the hospital and looking like my skin is melting off of my skull, yeah. Shoot me.
That's becoming a thing. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast already, but some country in Asia, they got some kinky shit going on over there, but they developed, maybe it's Sweden. I don't know. Not here, though.
Yeah.
They're developing euthanasia pods, which, if you don't know what euthanasia means, that's like assisted suicide pods.
Oh.
And I don't know the circumstances.
There's got to be some sort of...
Like, if you have to be dying of cancer to use it.
You have to be on deathbed. Like, on your deathbed to use it.
I think so. But regardless, I'm not dying in a bed.
No. If I could choose to go out peacefully when I'm going to go out, then I'd take it.
How do you... If you couldn't die in a hospital bed, how would you want to die? If you had to die...
Of causes or of my own doing?
Of something not natural.
So, not putting me in a bed like that and having somebody kill me.
Right. Like if it was
drowning would suck.
If it was an oh shit,
he
died, how would you want that to be?
Drowning would suck. I feel like drowning would be one of the last things I do. Old age, I guess, is out of the picture. Mm-hmm. Fire, hell no.
Nope.
Hell no.
Nope.
Frozen, maybe.
Like climbing Mount Everest and you just freeze?
Yeah.
Dude, there's
what other options are there?
I don't know. You get eaten by a lion. You could get...
That, but you also kind of...
Skydiving accident. Ooh. You can be creative here, Michael.
Face first on the ground, dude.
Parachute doesn't work.
Maybe. You gotta get one last view. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think mine...
Either that. I feel like it's either a skydiving accident, like where you just face plant on the ground so hard it's game over, or you take off the helmet in space. Because then it's just... You crack it once, you throw the helmet off, it's ice over.
Yeah, it's hard because I don't want to be scared when it happens, but there's not a lot of situations where you're not scared in an incident where you die unexpectecally.
Actually,
like maybe falling off a mountain. If I die unexpectedly, it's gonna be falling off a mountain.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna get nuts deep into fucking mountain climbing.
I also just realized I think I said that wrong. You don't ice over in space. You explode.
You explode in space?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like
because
all the
movie. Because I think I just referenced the movies because the movies have you ice over because they don't want to see an exploding body when somebody takes off a mask. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think you explode because the first things that go are your eyes and ears, your eardrums, because of the softest tissue. So your eyes basically explode out of your face. It's nuts what a vacuum can do to the human body. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm just talking gory this episode.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a dark,
one. You know? I don't know. Who knows where that's coming from?
I think I'd die either falling off a mountain, but that would be scary.
Fuck.
Knowing when you slip.
Fuck.
That would.
All right. Well, this might get cut out.
Well, let me just turn off the fucking air conditioner.
Yeah. Why the fuck? Who turned that on? Was somebody cold?
Hey, what?
If it's on heat, it won't. You gotta give it a second.
I put it on heat and I put it on auto.
No.
Heat.
Heat and auto.
It's off.
That was off in auto?
I don't know. It's
well,
the noise isn't happening, and that's all.
Yeah, well, it's gonna turn back on if it's on
we'll
off.
figure it out.
Dude, just turn it to off. You can cut this part out.
No, we're not making no fucking cuts.
All right.
You know.
Sure.
What was I saying?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, die from falling off a mountain, but that'd kind of be scary when you slip knowing it's over. I think I'd want to die being mauled by an ant, like
really? What if they leave you like half alive for a little bit?
Nah, because they're not doing that.
Nah, bullshit.
Tigers
bullshit. They'll take a leg.
Lion. I don't know if it's
I do know that
lions or tigers, but they have
some cat hit the jugular
and instinct. Like they have a sense where they could look for the jugular, so they keep biting until they hit that, and it's all over.
Yeah.
So saving someone from a tiger, I think it was.
But like if you're hitting a hyena or a wild dog, dude, it's taking your leg first and your arms, your limbs, and then you're just sitting there alive with. You're just a nugget.
I heard someone talk about this. I think it was a fighter and kid Brendan Schaub. I think it's a very interesting take. But do you think you could fuck up a hammerhead shark? You just hold if it's swimming at you, you go.
Yeah. No.
Yoink!
Yeah.
Grab it by its fucking stupid ass head like this.
Yeah, I can.
And it can't touch you.
Yeah, I can fuck that up.
It's like you're riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You just grab onto the handles, and if it gets really dicey,
you just flip over and
you go.
You on your back.
Here are my fingers, right into the eyes.
Yeah, that's game over.
Yoink! Hook him in the eyes. Game over. I think it's a very good strategy that he came up with by grabbing it and just poking its eyes. I think I could fuck up a hammerhead shark.
I do too.
I genuinely think I could. Now, if we're in neck deep water, I'm gonna be in some trouble. You know.
Yeah. No, I have to be fully submerged.
But if we're chilling on the beach, and old sharky shark comes up, Daddy's gonna fucking grab him by his head and poke his eyes out.
You think you can do it submerged underwater, like if you're scuba diving?
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
That's some heavy ass equipment. I think if you're anywhere above waist deep water, you're in there fucking.
You're in there territory.
Yeah. You're playing their game.
Are you scared of the ocean?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Scared of what's in the ocean?
I'm scared of shit brushing up against my leg. And just I'm scared of being in water that I can't really see in. Like I have a real tough time swimming in lakes.
Okay, I can see that. But like what if it's clear?
Like the Bahamas?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm all about the Bahamas because you're not really going that deep if the water's that clear.
Really?
Because it's like how clear can the water be if it's fucking so deep? You know?
It's clear.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
There's some parts that are very clear water with 15 feet of water.
Even then, though, I see some pictures of like deep ass, like the world's deepest swimming pool. Couldn't go in there.
Really?
Couldn't go. I know there's nothing down there. I can't look down and just see all the way down there.
And not
terrifying to me.
Really? That's ridiculous. I think it'd be cool. But you also said you were afraid of massive, unnecessarily massive things.
Yeah, like if you ever look up pictures of like underneath the Titanic or something. Yeah. That's like cruise ships and their propellers and how big they are next to a human. Shit scares the fucking piss out of me.
Or how deep a pillar goes off of a pier, the last pillar of a pier.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
Because you only see maybe 25 feet of it.
I'm also...
But it probably goes down 60 plus more.
I'm not as scared of this, but I was pretty freaked out when we went fishing in Florida and we went out in the boat in the ocean.
And you couldn't see the land?
Couldn't see any land anywhere. That kind of scares me.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of helpless out there.
Mm-hmm.
You just like, okay, the ship sinks. We're stranded for a little bit.
Yeah, and that's some shit I'm gonna have to overcome if I want to. I definitely want to travel overseas and like go to Europe, and Greece, and Italy. Yeah, not a cruise, but like flying. It won't be as bad because I close the window, but flying in a plane and just seeing nothing but ocean is gonna be a rough one for me. And having to be
would you rather fly to a different country or travel by boat?
Fly.
I think it'd be cool to travel by boat.
Fly 100%.
Really? You wouldn't take a cruise? Do you think you'll ever take a cruise? I think cruise would be fun. Just kind of go from...
Yeah, but cruises, I feel like you could see land, right?
Yeah, they're pretty close to the land.
Like, they just go up on port cities and make stops.
Well, some do. I feel like some...
I know some, some are out there.
I feel like some have to go out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure, I don't know this for sure, but I'm sure there's some that go from, like, Florida to Cuba or something.
Yeah, do you remember the one grandma or grandparents went on to Alaska? If that was like a you're in the ocean sort of deal, if they're making stops.
I remember them going on it, but I do not remember the details. I was super young.
Dude, you know who makes fucking money? Fucking when I was in culinary school, they said, "Hey, you want to make some money? Go work on a cruise ship." They make so much goddamn money. It's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
Like cruise ship cooks?
Yeah. They work 6 fucking days a week, 12 hours a day, but they come out of that 3-month cruise fucking
paid off in full.
Paid off, making a year's salary
in 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
See, I was always told, because I went to a trade school, so I was kind of around all the welders and the linemen, the electrical linemen, and shit like that. And I was like, if you want to be a millionaire by the time you're 25, go do underwater welding.
Welding, yeah.
Or bridge welding.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 2 most highest paid jobs because nobody wants to do them. Who wants to be submerged and weld underground pipes? Yeah. Underwater pipes.
I had a lot of fun welding in class.
Oh, you actually weld?
And so remember how I was telling you, like, each high school has their specialization? Like I said, Shawnee Mission South was lacrosse.
Yeah.
Shawnee Mission West their specialization was welding. And
you went to West?
Huh?
Did you go to West?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, like, other kids would come from other schools to be in the welding class.
crew. Okay.
That was a lot of fun. It wasn't under fucking water.
Yeah.
But if I ever need to fall back on some shit, like, hey, I need some money, I don't know what to do with my life, welding's gonna be it. Because it's one of those things where you go to like a 2-year school,
and
then be put on the job.
Yep, immediately.
Mm-hmm. And they're making lots.
And they're making $80K a year.
Yeah.
Granted, starting $80K a year.
Granted, you probably have to travel a little more. But
yeah,
like,
you kind of have to be very independent.
If you want to be a welder and have a family, you're gonna have a tough time. But like,
if you were
people our age,
game. Yeah.
Game.
By the time they're 30, they're set.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can just move on to retirement if they don't die, because there is a lot of hazards to that kind of shit. That or another one that I heard was very well paid was people who build lattice towers, or like the metal towers you see in a field that hold up the electrical lines.
Tall ass ones.
Yeah, people who put in those members because they're literally just being suspended by a helicopter with a member, and they screw it in place. Constant. They're up there for hours.
Don't they make like 10 grand a fucking trip up there?
I don't know the exact number or a ballpark even. I just know it's a lot.
Yeah.
You are getting paid to be very risky with your life. But I mean, somebody's got to do it.
Mm-hmm. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to fucking clean the sewers.
Who's gonna have the balls to do it?
Not me.
Nah.
I like being on the ground.
Me too. I wouldn't say I'm scared of heights, but I definitely have a somewhat of a fear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
you know who the Liver King is, right?
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Did you see all the other ones that are popping up? Like, oh, it's what was the other one? Oh, it's just like a meat king here. He like cooks it. He's a normal guy.
Mm-hmm.
He just was mocking him and was built like that. Like, yeah, we have our supplements of liver here. We have our normally cooked meat here.
So if you don't know who the fucking Liver King is, he's a guy who's a caveman. And he eats like a caveman does. And he sleeps like a caveman does.
It's bullshit. I think it's bullshit.
And so I came across a couple TikToks.
Did you?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
We'll put it up on screen.
We got a Liver King here. We just butchered this beautiful cow. We got a fresh femur bone full of pristine bone marrow. We have a liver here that was filtering blood just 15 to 30 minutes ago.
I'm going to stop it right there. We have a femur bone from a cow we just killed with bone marrow in it. We have this liver that was circulating blood 15 minutes ago.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, man.
Nah, clean out your shit, dude.
What are we doing here? I understand you got your niche. Like, you got your thing. Everyone's got their niche. But your niche is...
Don't go slaughter a cow and
eating raw animals.
Yeah.
Eating raw animals.
Nah, we're past that, dude. We're past that.
We have technology.
Yeah, we're beyond this, dude. There's a reason cavemans don't exist anymore. And that's because we've moved past
his physique is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but have you seen what he's been doing, though? The workouts he does is ridiculous. And granted, those things have some benefits through the human body. But you're not telling me he's eating an entire liver for 3 times a day, dude, for every meal.
If all I was eating was fucking bone marrow and livers,
bro, I'd be shooting barbecue at my ass.
What am I doing? You know,
24/7.
Look, listen.
Here, it's not quite dinner time, but it is snack time. And while this isn't the most delicious snack, it is a sure as hell nutritious snack. I'm gonna take a huge bite out of these testicles.
What the fuck?
Hey, man!
That's what that was!
Hey, man!
Bro,
I'm gonna take a bite out of these testicles, he says.
You're choosing to eat a pair of bull nuts?
And he said this isn't the most delicious snack, but it's nutritious.
Why would
you? You know what else is nutritious?
Eat celery, dude.
Celery.
Eat celery.
Remove the membrane here. You can see the other membrane's fully intact.
Remove the membrane, he said.
Bro is literally fuck that shit. He's handling...
I don't know what...
Oh, that hurts.
I don't know what
that hurts. That's a big ball. That's a big ball, so I'm going to say it's a bull.
Not spitting anything out.
Cool.
I'm going to take another bite.
Fuck that.
Go ahead and take another bite.
No, don't do that. He's peeling... Oh, he's peeling the fucking sack apart.
He's peeling the sack apart and just getting in there. Nice and deep.
Oh.
And that's a weird consistency.
Ow. Yeah, it's like... What is...
Done.
Cool. Liver King out.
Dude.
Cool, buddy.
It's
the consistency is weird because it's like you
can
can see teeth marks in it.
Yeah,
but it like snapped. It's like putty.
Bro, my nuts hurt.
Hey man, eat some celery.
Dude,
you know.
Carrots make your eyesight better. We don't need to eat somebody else's balls.
It's got this freshly slaughtered pig here.
I'm gonna slurp its tail like it's spaghetti.
Right, the pig's ears helps with my metabolism. Bro, what are we doing here? Like, I know you got your niche.
Nah,
what
dude.
Are we doing here?
Nah, dude. Dude.
Yeah,
that's right up there with the fucking like the very, very strict like vegans? Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't get me started on fucking that, dude.
He is like the polar opposite of a vegan. He will literally eat the animal alive.
Oh,
where
dude.
vegans won't even touch like.
The arguments are great. Great if being a vegan like I know some people are vegan. Being vegan helps you diet and it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Go for it. But what we're talking about is the vegans who go out of their way to try to convert other people to be a vegan and think the entire population of humans should be vegan
because
it kills animals. First off, you know how many fucking animals get killed when you plow a field to plant vegetables? You know how many burrowing rats and fucking chipmunks get fucking got?
Too many.
You know how natural it is to plant a field of one fucking plant? The most unnatural thing you could do. Oh, yeah. Not healthy for the fucking environment.
Dude. It hurts.
But McDonald's is bad.
Remember that vegan... Yeah. You remember that vegan teacher on TikTok? She got canceled? Bro, she was the worst. Yeah, and some skinny, scrawny lady who just was like, you guys should eat all the vegetables in the world.
Dude, I'll never hit a female, but if I were to hit one,
it would be her.
She would be the one.
Yeah. Nah.
But yeah, man, between now and the next podcast record, if you ever just come across TikToks, favorite them, and then we'll have like a little segment where we just show our
I like that.
funny or interesting TikToks.
At the end, we just have like a little show and tell with the recent TikToks.
A little 10, 15 minutes or something like that.
Okay, cool.
Go TikTok show and tell. Yeah?
I think so.
All right.
I mean, it's a couple Kind of shy, but
Yeah, well,
We'll
they
do
don't
it.
always got to be an hour long.
No. We ain't picky around here. We just talk when we want to talk.
All right, y'all.
It's been fun.
Much love.
Adios. See you in the next one.